Alright, so actually since the last episode, I've done a whole bunch of stuff off camera because it would just be too hard to kind of document it because I had no idea what I was doing. So this is going to kind of pick up quite far ahead in the build process. If just pure building sounds kind of interesting to you, I've been doing a bunch of live streams on my channel lately, so check those out.
So you saw that everything broke down into a whole number of pieces, starting off here with the frame of the ship, or at least the bottom half of the ship, because this is the piece that everything holds on to and what connects to the main top hull of the ship here. So to begin, we can just start by attaching sort of the chin here. This was the first piece that I designed because I at least had an idea of how I was going to do it, and then I figured out how it was going to get attached and integrated into the rest of the ship. Next, we can add on the ball turrets, which just go in these little plates right here. And then next, these side panels can start to get fit on here. These were the last things that I figured out, and I still am slowly figuring out. I'm waiting on a bricklink order now to get the right pieces to do them exactly how I want to do them. I want to have these front parts be curved slopes instead of cheese slopes, but they get on here really snug by the hinge plates that are right there. Those are like the perfect height to make this all work properly. And then finally, the way this is going to attach to the floor of the gunship where all the troopers sit and stuff is by these brackets here, and those just kind of pop onto the very bottom, and those are going to extend all the way to the front of the ship, so those should be pretty well supported. And then to attach the top half of the gunship, we first have to put these little clips in here into the cockpit area here, and then we take this thing that we built last episode, and this will just click right into place. And then, as we talked about last episode again, we just need to line these up and slide it into place, which of course just gives it that perfect mounting height. I'll usually take a plate here and just push down these Technic connectors as much as they'll go to make this connection as tight as possible. And then we have a really solid connection to of both of these two unique pieces that have all these really arbitrary measurements that come along with them. So now I think we're going to try and expand into figuring out what we're going to do with the whole floor of the main hangar of the gunship. Alright, I want to take care of this back angled section here so that we can make sure this is really strong, because this is going to be the only support besides this front section for supporting all this stuff up here, the wing, the big engines at the top. So yeah, we'll take care of that now. So yeah, with the help of a couple people on stream, we were able to come up with a couple different concepts to try and figure out how we're going to make this ship stable and also look good. So the current strategy is to pretty much have like a spine made of plates going sideways all the way up around the ship, and then hopefully if those angles that are made from like hinge plates can be locked in place, that should be strong enough to help support, you know, the engines at the top and the wings and all that stuff. But yeah, so that's where we are right now. The next thing to figure out is kind of how the top is going to level off, and then how all that other stuff like the wings and the engines are going to get integrated in, and then how the back is actually going to integrate into the top section, because I haven't really put that much thought into that yet. So that's going to leave a lot of stream experimentation time. Yeah, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. We also figured out like this angled back bed thing. So it's like these things made of bricks that are kind of, you know, in a slant position, and then they're sitting on top of some panels that are lying on the spine. So that should hopefully leave it looking super clean. even though it's like a super long, low angle triangle. But yeah, I think that's actually going to bring us to a close on this episode. I know it's kind of short compared to the other ones. You'll see I added much more of the side paneling, the side walling, all in white, and I think that's going to end up looking really good now that I've seen a much bigger portion of it. Just how clean it's going to end up looking. Maybe it won't be totally accurate, but it's going to look totally different than a lot of other Lego Gunships that I've seen out there. So I'm really excited to build up both walls all the way. They're going to look super cool. I might add some other little marks in there, other little splashes of like a dark tan mark or something like that, just to give it something. But for the most part, I think it's going to look really cool. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or critiques on how I could do something better or different, or ideas of how I can accomplish other things in the ship, leave them down in the comments, or I don't know, whatever other opinions down in the comments, and do all the other stuff, like and subscribe if you haven't already. So yeah, I'll see you guys whenever the next video comes out. Hopefully that'll be next week, but who knows at this point. I'll see you later.